Good evening, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Bit of East Coast Mainline. I said I would do it, and I said I might try 91, but then when I looked, I had this scenario sat there with this nice-looking Belgian Class 90, which I know GW Photography's been in there mourning like usual. He doesn't like it, but I don't know about the rest of you guys. I quite like it. And I thought, why not? It's a bit of a blast up to Leeds from King's Cross, so it's a decent run, you know. We like a decent run. And the mic's on, says Animal. Yeah, the mic's on. I've tested it. It's working. How is everybody? We've got Wes, Elliot, David Smith, Bournes, G. Dave, who else? David Drives. Good evening. GW Photography, of course. Who else? I'm scanning. Elliot's had a kebab already. Don't talk about kebabs. Don't, honestly. I know I put it in the description, but Simon, good evening. How you doing? He wasn't mourning. He says, not much you weren't. Yes, that is it, Animal. Yeah, that's it. SNCB. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. 90 on the Ecml is sacrilegious, says David Smith. Well, apparently the story behind this one was that this one was covering when the 91s were being refitted or upgraded or something. That's the story. It's in the description. That's what the guy that's done the scenario has said. Elliot, thank you for that. Legend. Super chat there from Elliot. Thank you for that. So I'm going to take the guy's word for it. It was in the early 2000s. There is some pictures of it, actually. I think 2003, I saw a picture of it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to blast it up to Leeds. Andy Ladd, good evening. Yeah, I'm all good. All good. Could you read the name of the loco? Oh, my God. You're going to try and catch me out now, aren't you? Hang on. Let me spin round. I'll give it a go. Vracht Verbinding. How's that? Have we got any speakers of what they speak in Belgium? Is it Flemish? I can't remember. Is it French or is it a mixture? I don't know. I should know that, shouldn't I? That's really bad. Rare usage because they were limited to 110 couldn't keep time. 22 years ago. Yeah, exactly. And Elliot is cheating his way to the top, but I don't mind it. I know you guys do, but I don't mind it. Right, let's get off pause. Let's get F3. We need to get everything set up, ready to go. So let's have some of that. We'll set all these alarms. We've got the ETS to do. Headlights, of course. Let's have instrument lights on. What have we got on this side? We've got the markers. We'll have those on. Let's just have a quick look outside. Looks all right to me. We've got a plethora of all sorts of different bits and pieces here at King's Cross, which is nice to see. We need to get the doors open though. There we go. 90028 this is. Got a 47 over there as well. Freight connection, that's right, Dave. Yeah, there is a picture of it. There is a picture. Yeah, Belgian. Yeah, it isn't called Belgian, or is it Flemish? Yeah, Flemish. Flemish and French as the main languages. Good evening, Pete. How you doing? Are we stopping at Hitchin for a bag of Brussels sprouts? Why is Hitchin famous for Brussels sprouts? I don't know. Where are we stopping? Hang on. I'll tell you where we're stopping. Peterborough, first stop. 76 miles. Grantham, Newark, Doncaster, Wakefield, Dirty Leeds, 185.9 miles. It's a decent run, which is why I was saying bring biscuits, kebabs, drinks, whatever your fancy is. Andrew, how you doing? Nice to see you. I saw Stace as well earlier on. I don't know if Stace is there at the moment, but good evening, Stace. Plethora? No, I use that all the time. Belgian people speak different languages, different parts of it. Yeah, I think so. Have I got my tea and biscuits ready? Oh, God, of course the alarm's going off, isn't it? I've got a coffee actually, which I only drink coffee when I've just had my tea, and I've just had my tea, so I've got a coffee here. This is going to be a long journey. And I went to my railway party last night as well, which I'll tell you about once we're underway. I did mention that to you, I think, last week, that I was going to a party for one of the old railway trainees that was retiring. He stayed on the railway and he's just retiring now, so I'll tell you about that. Okay, let's take the DRA off, and we're off to Peterborough first. So brakes off. Let's put it in forwards. That will help us. There we go. 15 miles per hour out of King's Cross. Once we get underway, let me know about the sound. It will be a little bit quiet as we set off. I'll just knock it up very slightly just now, but if it gets really noisy, tell me. Yeah, so it is a long run, so keep reminding me to press F2, will you? Just in case. I don't want to get just outside Leeds and it prang, which is entirely possible. You've got a 2 litre bottle of Vimto? Oh, wow. You won't be sat watching this for the whole 2.5 hours then, I bet. Right, off we go. Bongman, good evening, how you doing? Nice to see you. Pete says Belgians speak French, Dutch, German, Flemish, Walloon. I've never heard of that. I'm better English than most Brits these days. Yeah, there you go. That's, yeah. Did I go clubbing? Not exactly. It was at some parish club, so it wasn't exactly night clubbing. At my age, you don't go clubbing. Jason, how you doing? The sound is fine. Okay, cool. Don't forget F2. Yeah, good point. I will F2 it periodically, and hopefully we get there in one piece. You got some sound issues, some narrator keeps talking. Oh, God. Right, let's keep the speed up. I have got the speed set on here, of course. Once we get to the 45, I'll put the speed set on. Yeah, Andrew thinks I was 21. I'll take it, yeah. I'm a bit older than that, but... Yeah, no Oxenholmes tonight. No Peterboroughs. Sea Sky Eye, how are you? You made the live stream. Excellent, excellent. Welcome. And it's right at the beginning as well. It's right at the beginning. So, you've not missed a thing. Let's set this, shall we? 45. We'll turn it up a little bit. The Royal Mail depot's here on the left, isn't it? I've got a couple of scenarios for the 325 that runs on here as well. I think a couple of them actually come with it in the AP enhancement pack. Can we please have an Oxenholme? How you doing, Garrett? Garrett from Florida. How are you doing? Nice to see you. The Trouble with Tribbles, best episode. Yeah, it's quite a good episode, yeah. Just don't feed him any grain. You'll be alright. It's not full fat Vimto, is it? That you're having? Because that will be diabetes. One's normal, the other is 0. Yeah, go for the 0. Right, once we get out of London, it should be a good blast. Pete, right, good evening, how you doing? You looking forward to another good stream tonight? I hope so, yeah. We've got a decent run to do, so we should be alright. If I auction home tonight after you leave, you're taking back your membership and the like. Well, you said you're only going to be here for the first half hour, so I really don't want to auction home in the first half hour. But to auction home, I have to go through a station, don't I, that I'm stopping at. And we're not due to go to Peterborough till, well, 74 miles in, what, 3/4 of an hour, so you'll be gone by then, I reckon. So you might not get your auction home. Where's I saw you comment about the cannons on the Riviera line? Have you collected them all yet? I've stopped collecting the doing all the collectibles on the. I used to do them on the PlayStation because there used to be a trophy you could get for each one. So now there's no trophies. I don't bother. If I see them as I walk around, I get them, but I don't go out of my way to collect them. There wasn't much point to begin with, but now there's no trophy, there's really no point. You think I'd be on time if I was doing the mail train? Yeah, well, I'm hoping if we get slightly late on this, I have a chance to make it up on this run, but we'll see. 95. Clarence Yard was on the left, that was the home of the Deltics. Ah, interesting. I don't know much about the Ecml, I must admit. Wings and things, I do. It doesn't look like Brussels, no. That's why I said sort of. The train is a bit Brussels. We've got the Belgian livery on. What are those green coaches over there? I don't know if you saw those. Oh, that's interesting. Has it locked up? Oh, we're going again. I got worried there. It looked like the screen froze. I haven't run this scenario, by the way, so I'm going to just assume it's going to work. We'll try it. The muscles from Brussels, yeah. Jean-Claude Van Damme. He dropped out at Limelight quite quickly, didn't he? He used to make like 100 films a year or something. Brussels sprouts now serving in the Buffy course, says Elliot. Thanks for that. Thanks for that, Elliot. That wasn't hitching, was it then? Thanks, Elliot, for that. Much appreciated. And you got to #1 again. Look, you are cheating there a bit. Jean-Claude and his damn van. Yeah, so I went to this do. So a lad that I started with when I was 16 on the railway, on the YTS. He's been at the railway all this time. and he's just retired. So he was having a bit of a do. And I'd not heard from him in a long time as well. So he got hold of me. I went down to this do. There was a couple of the other trainees there as well, which I'd not seen for 30 odd years, which was quite nice. And then a complete surprise, the guy that ran the training scheme turned up, and he looks no different. He's 88, and he turned up, and everyone was like shocked. So it was really good. It was quite a good night actually. A lot of catching up to do, all that kind of stuff. Obviously a lot of railway talk. So yeah, it was quite good. And the other thing is, I don't know if you remember, it depends how recently you've seen it, but you remember the Blackpool Branches video where I showed the old photographs of me in the uniform and all that stuff. It was just when Blackpool Branches came out. There was a little bit in there where I was talking about working with the guards. And one of the old photographs I had was one of the guards I worked with. He was a lad called Sheldon. And again, since I did that placement with him on the Pacers, I'd not seen him. I didn't even know he was still on the railway. He was there. He was at the do, so that was a nice surprise. And he remembered me as well, which is really strange. So I sent him the link to the video with his photograph in it. And when he saw the thumbnail with the channel badge, he said, "You know what?" He said, "I think I've watched some of these videos. I've not realised it's you." So there you go. Small world, isn't it? Do we all look the same? No, well, I didn't. My hair's not as dark as it was. Some of them did. Just a little bit older. It was good though. Pete, you got the Riviera Line Deluxe Edition. Very pleased with it. Waiting for the Birmingham crew teething problems. So there's a patch, isn't there? Coming up. Is it tomorrow? I can't remember if it's tomorrow or Wednesday. So once we get the patch, we might stream it again, and we'll just have a look at it. Maybe Wednesday. If it's out by Wednesday, I think I might be able to do something on Wednesday, but we'll just see. But yeah, I'm quite looking forward to that. I have started to notice, the more I play it, some of the issues. It's playable, but there's just a few things, isn't there? Anyway, we've got 63 to go to Peterborough. At the moment, we're due in on time, so we'll see how we go. Was it an Agadoo? It's out now. What, the patch? Andy says the patch is tomorrow. The core update is Thursday. Ah, okay, yeah. So the patch is tomorrow. So we will have it for Wednesday. Oh, you're waiting for Birmingham crew next week because it's your birthday. You're getting it for your birthday. Excellent. Well, at least you'll get it in a better state next week. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, go and have a look at, if you're in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, the link is in the yeah, F2. Good point. The link to the Discord is in the description. Go and have a look on there. There is a picture of GE Dave operating the crossing gates there. It's quite a good picture, that. It's not even playable for you, is it, Animal? I didn't realise it was that bad. There's a decent amount of traffic on this so far as well, which is quite good. Now, this was back in the day, Animal. How old would you have been on that picture, Dave, that you put there? Were you still a trainee then? You've not even got Birmingham crew yet, Elliot. You've got a few routes you want to get, but you're not paying the full price from it. Yeah, I mean, that's what I always say to you. If you don't want to pick them up straight away, wait for the sale. The last couple of routes have had issues with them, haven't they, as well? So if you do pick them up day one, unfortunately, the last couple of ones there's been issues. So that's another advantage in waiting a little bit. Wes excited for the pacer, the Welsh pacer, yeah. You were 17 on that photograph, still on the training scheme, got you. Oh, you were 16. Just leave him in the dust. You want to get the Dutch route and the Cardiff one. I quite like the Dutch route, I must admit. The Cardiff one's pretty good. It's just a shame it's not a bit longer. There's nothing wrong with the route. What route there is there, I just wish it was a little bit longer. But it's good. It's good. You've done a couple of deliveries right near the level crossing. Did Dave open the gates for you? It's probably a few years after. Wings and things you picked up, the Birmingham crew's got great potential, just a frame rate hog. Hopefully the update improves the stuttering. Yeah, I hope it's a big update. We'll have to see what the patch notes bring us once we get them. The 313 being left behind here. Quite like driving that 313 actually. I am missing something out of this scenario. Can't remember what it was. I think it could have been a 365. I think I haven't got that one, the AP one. Cardiff is pants unless you like shuffling around in bog carts at 30 miles per hour. Did you end up getting it, Pete? I can't remember. I can't remember whether you got it or not. Three 313s were horrible, no anti-roll boys, always felt CC driving. Oh, do they move about a bit, do they? I don't think I've ever been on one. Yeah, don't think so. Was it just, I've just got sort of, for want of a better term, quite squishy suspension. I mean, the Pacer would, you know, the Pacer has a potential to make you seasick, I'll be honest, from what I remember. Although, you do get used to it after a while. And it's funny you said it, because I would have thought as a driver, if you were the driver, because you can see what's coming up, you can kind of, you know, work your way into the curves and that kind of thing to make yourself a little bit less seasick because you can see what's coming up. I guess if you're a passenger, it's a bit more difficult. You bought it after a good bottle of red. And you were thinking straight afterwards you should have used the money to get some more red. Oh, you missed the end of the 313 comments. I was just saying, as the driver, did it still make you seasick, even though you could kind of see what was coming towards you? You know, did that not help with the feeling of the seasickness, if you know what I mean? You know, like when you're driving a car, you've got a motorbike, you can lean into the corners or whatever. You can't if you're a passenger, but... Yeah, I've never been on a 313, so... You got seasick on the Channel Ferry. The 150 and the 153 will be in the Arriva trains, Wales livery. Yeah, I think they are, aren't they? Ah, you get seasick looking at a picture of water. I did once go on a ferry from Heysham to the Isle of Man, and that was a really rough crossing, and I felt terrible. And normally I'm alright, but yeah, I felt terrible. And it was a morning service, and they were doing, like, you could tell they were doing fry-ups and things, so that didn't help. I don't think a free driver gets his knee down. He shouldn't. You know what I mean, though? If you've got a curve coming up, you can kind of anticipate a little bit more, which might help your seasickness feeling. Yeah, just a bad ride, yeah. You were lucky, Andy, you didn't get seasick, even in a force 10 storm with 35-foot waves. You felt fine. Oh, yeah, of course, you were in the Navy, weren't you? I was going to say something about you having a decent set of sea legs, but then Animal would say something after that. "35-foot waves, though. That must be odd when the ship or the boat goes up and you know it's coming down again. What goes up must come down and all that." Are we doing 44 miles to Peterborough? After the next alerter that we get, we'll have a quick look at the schedule again, just in case anybody's joined us. Did you have to say in the Navy? You've got that song stuck in your head now. Good, good. You deserve it. I'm glad. I'm going to think of another one for next time. Peterborough, Grantham, Newark, Doncaster, Wakefield, Westgate, Leeds. That's tonight's schedule. About 2.5 hours, I think, ish, give or take. But yeah, good decent run. Let's F2 it once again. Only takes a second. Better to be safe with that. No, you've not done anything, Animal. I'm winding you up. You like Wakefield? How come? What's at Wakefield, Pete? Does this thing have a restaurant core? I don't know, actually. Shall we find out? Well, I'll pause it because it's safer. Let's go and have a quick look. Route of the Flying Scotsman. I like that. I've not seen that before. I don't often take a look at the coaches, I must admit. I start driving and I don't go and have a look what's going on at the back. This looks like suspiciously like a Buffy car. This bit. They're not eating anything, but yeah. That's definitely... That's the Buffy car, definitely there, but... That's all we've got. There's no, like, big restaurant or anything. Yeah, I like that. I quite like that, Route of the Flying Scotsman. On the back, by the way, let's have a quick look at the back. This is who we've got on the back. 82203 is what we've got on the back. There it is. Let's take it off pause. There were cast plaques on the coaches. Yeah, they look good, them. They look good. Drunken sailor going round in your head. That's brilliant. Early in the morning. I don't know about going out on deck. I'd be feeling like I was going to get swept off the side. It's pretty scary. I bet it's scary at first, but I bet you get used to it, don't you? Paps on board. I don't know if they have paps on these GNER ones. Maybe that's just West Coast Main Line. In the 86 and 87 Buffy cars. Yeah, it was a close one. It always happens. I go out of the cab, and it gets me every time. That's half the reason why I've got the visual alert coming up as well at the top. So if I'm outside, I can try and get back in quick. Oh, of course, you went on holiday the other week, didn't you, as well? I didn't realise it was Wakefield. I knew it was Yorkshire, I didn't know it was Wakefield. So this isn't the GE Div. I know we were talking about the merge the other night. This isn't the merge, this route, for this one. This is the East Coast Main Line, Leeds and York, I think. But I have got the merge, and I was looking around the scenarios. I can see a few of them on there for the 91. I got a couple, but there's a couple of requirements I still need to get before I run one. AP Sky, AP Track Pack, AP Signals, by the way. If you think it's looking nice. As I always say, if you're playing Train Sim Classic and you're looking for enhancements, get the Sky first. Gives it the brightness, and then the track and signals definitely help as well. I mean, I might regret saying that about the signals if I do Oxenholme somewhere, but we'll give it a go. And we'll just F2 it as we go through this station. Has anybody done this scenario, by the way? Just out of interest. This was the 1410 out of King's Cross. I've had this on a while. I probably got it from ATS at some point. But like I said, it was one of the few that I've got on. I've got quite a few that I've not run yet. I tend to download a lot of them and store them up, and then I've got things to choose from. It was one of those. Get the AP 142 for Trainsim Classic. Yeah, I've got that. I think actually, once we get up to the Wakefield, Leeds area, you might, I think there's 142s up there. Northern 142s, I think. But I do have the 142 pack from AP. Yeah, it's good. You keep lifting your foot up for the alarm. You're gonna have to sit cross-legged. Yeah, thanks for coming in, Boynes. See you later. Good luck with your quiz. No cheating. $31 to go to Peterborough. Still on time, slightly over. Will be slightly over, but a few seconds. Joseph, good evening. How you doing? Yeah, all good this end, yeah. How about you? I have got the 185, yeah, the Alan Thompson one. I got that because it appears in so many scenarios. Even if you don't drive it a lot, it's just worth having because it appears in the background. I bet it is, Andy, yeah. I bet it is. I mean, I like watching documentaries about ships and submarines and stuff like that, but I don't think I'd have the nerve actually to go on a submarine. I don't know. I keep thinking like I might get claustrophobic, but I like watching the documentaries. I like the shipwreck documentaries a lot as well. I mean, that's not going to fill you with joy if you're in the Navy, but I do like watching those. Especially like the the World War II stuff, quite like that. Yeah, it's limited to 110 wings and things. Yeah, yeah, that's as far as it goes. This one. Which I think you said that, did you, Dave, at the beginning? Yeah, you did. You've just said it again. There you go. Yeah. So what did the 91? What was the 91? Was that 125? $25 to go. Oh, we had a red one on the back there, you see that? Yeah, I like the idea of submarines, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it's a bit scary. Especially after watching all those documentaries. I know they're a bit more modern nowadays, but there's quite a few of them sunk. I tell you what, in World War II there was a lot of ballsy people in the Navy, wasn't there? I mean, there was generally, but submarines especially. The 91 will do 125 miles per hour normal, 140 with permission. Oh, right, I didn't know they went that fast. 140, that's interesting. Let's just F2 it. The fireworks going off. I don't think you can hear that. There's a lot of fireworks going off. Yeah, that is a good film, Animal. Yeah, you're right. I've seen that. £15 extra a day? Is that considered a lot? I don't know. I mean, for the risk. Right, we've got 20 to go. Just less than a minute behind time at the moment. Up periscope. What's the total mileage then between King's Cross and Leeds? Was it about 100? Did we say 190? It was about 190 miles. I'm trying to think. When we went, we did Glasgow. We did Glasgow to Preston, didn't we? On the I think in the 91. Some time back, and that was a similar distance on the West Coast Main Line. That was a good run too. Yeah, I guess it does, Andy. Yeah. You got a bit of money waiting for you when you get back. Mr. Glenn Fraser, how you doing? Good evening to you. Making good progress though, even at 110, capped at 110. Well, 109 as it's telling us on the hood. Due in about 10 or 11 minutes into Peterborough. XC2C 317 with the green stripe. I was going to ask about that then. I saw the green stripe. think I was saying that last time. That's the beauty of some of these scenarios, that when you buy a lot of the AP packs with all the different liveries, and then scenario creators will just put random stuff in like that you see that you don't know you've actually got. There's a lot of liveries come with these AP packs, isn't there? Even this one, this Belgian livery, comes with the AP pack. Scottish Rail fan, how you doing? Good evening to you. You'd love to see a 90 on the West Coast Mail Line overshot for TSW. Well, we will get the DB Red Class 90, so we'll be able to do some freight between Preston and Carlisle with free roam. I don't know if there'll be any timetable services. It's probably, the time period might not quite be right, I think, but there's nothing to stop you running it yourself or creating a scenario. I'm sure people will be creating scenarios everywhere for it. I'll definitely run the 90 up the overshot in TSW. FPS Gamer, how you doing? You're just catching up? No problem. Good to see you. Which routes will the 90 layer onto? Oh, it could go in a few places, couldn't it? It's coming for the West Coast Main Line South is where it's going to be released for, so you'll probably need that as a minimum. Where else have we got? Would it go on the Brighton Main Line? Not sure. Yeah, I've not thought about it. I've not thought about it, actually. It will appear wherever it can. I'm sure it'll layer in. Because it's the new freight loco for the UK after the 66 that everybody enjoys. Got the chance of a Great Western HST tomorrow. You'll be loading a 1-ton scissor lift onto the back of your truck in Red Roof, right next to the line. Ah, cool. Cool. Oh, of course, yeah, it's got third rail. Of course it has, yeah. Yeah. That doesn't stop you. That doesn't stop you actually using it in free roam, though. It still will work if you wanted to. If you don't want to be realistic, you can put it where you want. We've got 8, just under 9 to go. We talked about it last time. I think the freight version will come out. Then I think they'll do a passenger version. I reckon so. Right, bring the speed down just slightly. Turn the wipers off. Don't want the wipers on. Yeah, it's the DB Red version. A slightly tipsy queen has entered the chat. Have you been to the pub? Let's set that to 100. There we go. Of course, I need to take the power off and reapply it. Holly, good evening. Which TSW6 route does King's Cross to Leeds? You can only find Peterborough to Doncaster. That's definitely right. There is only Peterborough Doncaster. Yeah, there's no. This is Train Simulator Classic, so it's different. It's not TSW. Right, let's set the power off. Let's do F2 before we get to Peterborough. Yeah, Leeds is in TSW, but in the 80s, yeah. Okay, down to 40. Is this a red? No, it's just gone yellow. There we go. All right, Peterborough. Isn't Leeds still in the 80s? I haven't been on the Northern Transpennine for ages. I'm gonna have to play that again. Neen Valley's to the left. Bit of clag there. Pete, 888, how you doing? Good evening to you. Clag factor 10. Oh, I can't do the clag factor on this one, obviously, but that HST that came past was clagging. That's a nice livery there. It's green, just for Stace. Right, this'll do us. We're slightly short, but it'll do us. Here's Peterborough. Let's just save it. Clag factor on the 90 smells like burnt toast. Yeah. 'Right, we do have a red. What's the procedure here? If there's a red there in front of us like that, would we stay where we are, or do we pull up to the red? What's the proper procedure? Do you always have to make your way to the signal? That the stopping point? We're 29 miles to Grantham, by the way. Stay in the platform usually, right, got you. Got you. Ah, it's approved. We can go. We should turn our speed set down as we leave. Unless it's wet, you don't want to get wet walking to the phone. Some 66 action over there, just for Stace. $25. Yeah, nice to hear the guard buzzer. Yeah, indeed. Right, we can whack it up to 110. Yeah, 56. Quite nice, that load haul one, isn't it? Right, Grantham. So let's just check it out. So Grantham is next, then Newark, Doncaster, Wakefield, Westgate, Leeds. We've still got 108 miles to go to Leeds, so we're not doing so bad. Evening Dragon, how you doing? You're hoping the ATS Class 90 is out before Christmas. I don't know about that. We'll have to wait for the next roadmap. Because it was just announced, wasn't it? But there was, I don't think it was on any of the timing sections. It was on like other stuff or whatever they call it. What livery are those in, GW? The ones at the diesel gala. Do you know what livery they're in? £80. That'd be a push for a loco DLC, wouldn't it? A BI blue one and a Devon and Cornwall rail freight grey. Oh, nice, very nice. I assume you'll be uploading the pictures as usual. We can have a look at those. It could be Dragon, yeah, I don't know. But I just, usually when something gets announced, it's usually, when it's first announced, it's usually a decent sort of, there's still a decent time to go. We only got certain screenshots of it as well, didn't we? So, I don't know if it's on the rails yet, so to speak, in TSW. The flashing green signals are the 140 miles per hour section. Ah, thanks, Dave. Yeah. Yeah, here's another one now. Yeah, foot down. Yeah, unfortunately, this means 110 for us. Evening, Taki, how you doing? Yes, we are in the 90. Oh, here's our friend on the left that just left before us, look. There we go, he's got no chance. Where's he going then? Where does that line go up to on the left? Oh, you saw a Corliss 56 on the railhead treatment train. Oh, that's nice. This is the stretch where the speed records are set, right? Is this where Scotsman did its run? This section. Long and wide and straight. Stansted Airport to Birmingham. So, oh, you even know the service. $21 to go to Grantham. Stoke south of Grantham. Melton Mowbray, is that the pipe? Is that where they make pies? As well as Wigan. Scotsman and Malloyd both broke the records south of Grantham. Yes, I saw the Malloyd in the museum a couple of months back. Every time. Right, we are cooking with gas. Yeah, pies. You're all thinking about pies. Especially Stace. The Malloyd broke and had to be taken off at Peterborough. Oh dear. He's talking about pork and pickle pie. Oh, that makes a change from biscuits and kebabs. Yeah, flying, says Taki. Yeah, I wish we could at least do this 125 though. It's a shame. We'll have to bring out the 91 next time. Skip the pie and go for the pasty. Oh god, we're really off now. Cornish pasty. Quite like Cornish pasties, I must admit. I used to take them for my dinner at school. I used to eat them cold. Meat and potato. You have some fat butcher's sausages. Yeah, Cornish works, yeah. I've not had one for a long time. I'll have to sort that out. Melton Mowbray's known for pork pies, Stilton cheese and pedigree chum. They don't put pedigree chum in the actual pies, do they? They're not famous for that, are they? I don't know, Streamlabs. Streamlabs saying that Simon posted a link. He didn't post a link, so I don't know what was in it that it was considered a link. Yeah, it's too late, Animal. She's already started. Oh, steak and kidney pudding, yeah. Now you're talking. I'm not a fan of kidney, though. I have to pick it out. I'm not a fan of it at all. You'll be having a proper Cornish pasty tomorrow, cooked, bought and eaten in Cornwall. I don't blame you. You had a holiday job at the Melton Pet Food Factory, and did they make pies in there? Did they ship them out the back door? Like, that nobody knew? Oh, imagine a pedigree chum pie. Oh, God. Has Animal never had a Holland steak and kidney pudding? You kidding me? Ah, puddings, more than one. It is possible to have more than one, yeah. Depends what you're having with it, though. If you're only having mushy peas and a bit of gravy, you're alright. If you're having chips or anything like that, it would be a bit too filling to have more than one. Although, I don't know if Andy's a big lad, you might be able to manage 2, plus chips, plus mashed potato, gravy, peas. The works. It's time to start considering the holiday dishes. Yeah, I don't know if you should try... Well, yeah, just try steak pudding. You should try that. Cornish pasty, yeah, definitely try that. Yeah, a few other things. If you're coming over, we'll have to write you a list of what you should be having. You worked in a pie factory for a month, and the worst job you had. Never bought any after that. Oh dear. Yeah, Holland's, yeah, I agree with that. Holland steak and kidney puddings, yeah, definitely. With curry sauce on though. Curry sauce with steak and kidney, I don't know about that. I'd try it. Gravy, I would have. But, yeah, curry, I don't know. This is a long section for 140, isn't it, this? If you can do it. Right, we're due 2 minutes late into Grantham. Snake and pygmy pie. Is that what they were putting in the pies when you worked there? Gravy on fish and chips, yeah, I can go for that. Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. Yeah, that doesn't bother me at all. Thanksgiving next month. Is it the 24th? It's the 24th, isn't it? I always know because I always watch the NFL when it's Thanksgiving. And the first game always seems to be the Lions. Is that tradition, or is it just coincidence? It's usually the Lions that are on. Yeah, funeral. I was going to ask about that. Funeral potatoes. You didn't mean like fennel, did you? Funeral potatoes. If that's a real thing, you'll have to explain. I don't know what that is. I've not heard of that. Four miles to go. Curry on steak and kidney, yeah. I've not heard of that, I must admit. I mean, I'll try it. Oh, so the Lions are one of the traditional games, along with the Cowboys. Why are the Cowboys called America's team? That's all right if you're from, you know, Dallas. What if you don't like the Cowboys and you're American? Right, power off. We'll F2 it as we come into Grantham, just like that. Yeah, I was thinking that about funeral spuds. Does it mean they're burnt to a crisp? Oh, potatoes or gratin. Yeah. Cheese and sour cream. Oh, because they were served at funerals and church gatherings. I've got you. I didn't know that. There, I've learnt something. Right, here we go, into Grantham. Yeah, cheese spuds. I don't like cheese at all. Don't like cheese. Welcome to Grantham. Imagine when and if we get the first mega route in TSW. It'd be great, that, wouldn't it? That don't count as an overshoot, does it? All the coaches are in. DSD again. Go away. Right, that time we didn't get the guard buzzer. I'm going to do it anyway. And off we go. Newark, Northgate, 14.6 miles. Oh, you get to watch. You like the snooker, do you? Yeah, I don't mind snooker. It's nice and relaxing watching that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like cheese. Don't like cheese. Never had a pizza. Well, I have. Non-cheese pizzas. Yeah, I know. Cheese is popular everywhere, isn't it, really? Thanks everybody for coming in, joining me for this big run. We've still got, after Newark, Doncaster, Wakefield and Leeds. So we've got plenty of mileage to go. In fact, let's just check. Leeds is still just under 80 miles away. So we're all good. Have I ever been to an NFL game? No. When I was working in Pittsburgh, I was working. Well, Pittsburgh's only small anyway, but the Steelers were just across the river, and I just missed out by a day. I wasn't working there at the sort of right time of year, and I went 3 or 4 times, but all I did was a stadium tour. I did a stadium tour. But I didn't actually go to a game, unfortunately. And I don't mind watching the Steelers. Just I have a bit of a soft spot for them because of working there, you know. But obviously I like the Raiders as well. I don't mind. I can watch most of the games, to be honest. But when the Steelers play the Raiders, that's a bit difficult. Because I have to try to be neutral, which is odd. Right, let's get it up to the 110. You used to wear a Dallas Cowboys t-shirt on stage in the 80s when you were playing Texas Blues. You didn't a farm or ranch or a team. Okay, thanks for coming in, Taki. Cheers. See you next time. Terrible towels, yeah. We've got one in the house as well. I did bring one back from the like the club shop thing. I know which parts of the game you watch, Animal. Yeah, it's difficult to get tickets, isn't it, for the London games? They sell out, like, pretty much straight away. I would definitely go to any game that's on. Yeah, I can't have cheese. Garlic, though. I like garlic. I definitely like garlic. I'm not a red wine fan, though. Mainly because if I have a drink or something, it has to be cold, and obviously you don't have red wine cold, do you? So, well, not often. So I don't enjoy it as much. It's not that I don't like it; I just don't enjoy it as much. But garlic, yeah, I love it. It would be strange, an Italian though not liking cheese, I would have thought. I'd agree with you there. Do you heat up red wine? Well, no, you're meant to let it breathe, aren't you? It's like room temperature, isn't it? So it's like, it's warm. Whereas white wine's straight out the fridge, isn't it? Tintin isn't a vampire. Yeah, definitely. Six to go to Newark. You went to the Super Bowl, wow. You're pretty lucky to get in there. You just open it and drink it. Yeah, that's the general idea. Although the purists will tell you off if you don't open the red wine first and let it breathe for a little bit. Novo Beaujolais. I'll have to have a look for that then. Yeah, because I can drink it if it's cold. It's just not often cold, so... Nouveau Beaujolais. I shall look that up. Right, 3 to go. Take the power off. F2. Yeah, David, thanks for coming in. All the best. Good luck with that as well. Been there, done that. You just buy what everyone else gets. That's a good way to do it, really. Whatever's popular. As long as it's not Thunderbirds or something like that. Okay, maybe I left the brake in a little bit late for this. How many steps of brake have we got? There we go, full service. We may have a slight overshoot. Yeah, just slight. Oh, the alerter again, look. You can admire the HST though during this very minor overshoot. There you go. How many doors are we missing? Right, we've got one coach out of the platform. Oh well. It had to happen at some point. Stop at the flat crossing. Oh, is that just outside here now? Let's, I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's pause it. Oh, if I can not do that. All fingers and thumbs. Where is it? Is it outside here somewhere? There it is. There's the flat crossing. We got that in TSW, haven't we? Yeah, it's pretty neat. Let's take it off pause. Go back there. Ready to go. Take the brakes off. Yeah, cheers, Animal. Thanks for coming in. After this overshoot, yeah. It's just a little one. We're off to Doncaster now. 35, well, just under 36 miles. You're in bed before they are. Yeah, I know what you mean. Your party days are over, Andy lad. You're number 2 as well, Stace, in the chat thing. Is Elliot still number 1? Or is it Streamlabs? There's the crossing. There you are, Pete stepped up. Now Animal's gone. Right, we're due in at 15:58. What time are we due at Leeds? Doesn't actually say. 16:20 out of Wakefield. Wakefield 54 miles. So it's 10 miles. 10 miles from Wakefield. So it's probably about 16:35 in Leeds, I would say, roughly. So we've got about an hour left. Yeah, Elliot's done a couple of super chats tonight. Thanks to him for that. It's your nightclub when you pick your eldest up at silly o'clock, yeah. Yeah, so if the Birmingham crew patch is coming out then tomorrow, we'll maybe give it a go Wednesday night. think I got a bit of time Wednesday night, so we'll go and have a look, see what's changed. If you fancy it. East Coast Main Line back to West Coast Main Line. Two shorts showing as available. One's you becoming a member. The other is auction home. Yeah, there's a couple of others I think in there as well. I think there should be. The auction home's the best one, obviously. Clipped from the main stream where I went straight through it. What did the most recent patch fix on TSC? Nothing, actually, Wings and Things. No, it was a route bundle, like an annual route bundle only. There was nothing fixed in the core. All it's done is update the splash screens that you get. So there's not been any core changes at all. They said they're not doing anything else with the core now, but they're still going to work with it to get to support third parties and help them release their stuff into TSC. Quite like that blue membership badge there that Wings and Things has got. How many months is that? Does it say if you hover over it? Does it tell me? Don't think it tells me. Can't remember how many months that is. I quite like blue. Which shorts are you talking about? I'm going to try and do a few more shorts actually, especially for the members. Maybe a sort of couple of behind the scenes ones as well. Put them on the members feed. So I'm going to do one, I've got one planned to show you the setup in here as well. Because you might find that interesting. Show you the PC and the monitors and everything else I've got around. Is it 2 months, the blue one? I like the blue one, yeah. Stace has got a blue one as well. It's like a light blue. Yeah, I was wondering about that. Some of the shorts I've put on the members feed, I think I've got 21 members, but I get 60 odd views. So somebody's watching them over and over. I'll find the culprit. As a computer geek, you'd be interested in that. Okay, I'll show you, yeah. As soon as I get a chance to film it, I'll do it, yeah, definitely. Because like currently you can only see this way. I can show you that way. I can show you what I'm looking at as well. Yeah, I wouldn't think of Wakefield as being a holiday destination, I must admit. But then again, I'm trying to remember if I've ever been to Wakefield. I may have driven through it. I don't think I've stayed in Wakefield. It's bad enough watching Titty once. Hey, come on. $21 to go. Oh, the autoplay, yeah. Do you know, I've not had the autoplay on for ages. A long, long, long time. Yeah, you mean if you hover over it, does it count as a view? Yeah, I'm not sure about that, actually. Somebody's got me on autoplay then, I think. A lot of crossings, a lot of foot crossings, I've noticed. Hence, a lot of warnings need to be sounded. There you go, there's another one. I'm hoping we do see some paces. As we get towards Leeds, something a little bit different. I think I was trying to remember after Wesley mentioned it earlier. I'm sure there's some paces in this. I'm sure I saw it when I looked at the requirements. We'll see. You agree with Andy? That must be the reason. I think you're admitting to being the culprit there. I think you're admitting to being the culprit. Oh. What Pete's put there. Oh dear. $17 to go. Right, we're due in on time at the moment. Depends how slow I come into Doncaster, I guess, as to whether we stay that way. Let's F2. How long have we been going? 1 hour 50 we've been going. Yeah, 91 and a 225, yeah. We'll definitely jump in that quite soon, I think. We'll do a bit of 91. I think if we get a 91 anytime in TSW, I think that one will be a hot seller. Yeah, thanks FPS. See you next time. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, I need a decent route for it though. What would you, out of what we've got, Dave, in Tier C, what would you say would be a decent route for TSW? A longer East Coast main line, certainly, but yeah, don't know. Right, good evening, Paul. How you doing? Oi, oi. How you doing? King K, good afternoon. How are you? It is a Class 90. It's a strange one. It is a Belgian liveried Class 90, as you can see. There he goes again. It gets me the minute I go out of the cab. There you go. If you have a look in the King K, if you have a look at the description, it's a real service. It was a real service, this one. I've put a little bit about it in the description. They only work the Ecml, so we'll need some more of it. Oh, right. I didn't realise the 91s were only... I didn't realise they were only East Coast main line. That just shows how much I know about them. Yeah, Deltics and 90s. Oh, now you're talking. Oh, you're off to work. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm off this week. I've got a week off, so... A well-needed week off, I would say. So I'm alright at the minute. York to Newcastle is 80 miles. That's quite a good section of route in TS Classic, that as well. Yeah, I could go for that. Can you toggle the DST off when going outside village? You can, but to be honest, it's probably not worth it because we only nip out very briefly. Just got to remember to be not longer than a few seconds and then get back in and just catch it. We've managed so far to catch it each time, but yeah, it can be a bit tricky. King's Cross to Peterborough would be good as a London stopper service, yeah. Michael, good evening, how you doing? Have I done a video on the German safety systems, CFA, PZB and so on? I don't... No, not directly, no. But some of the videos I've done on the German routes, I've kind of explained it as I've gone along, but I haven't done a specific tutorial for it. But yeah, as Dave says, train simulator driver who's in the chat, he's done a few. A few of the other ambassadors have done a few. I think I first picked it up from, mainly from PTG Rail. HR is pushing you to take some time off, you've got too much leave banked. Yeah, take some leave, definitely. Scotland, Ireland, and Chatham, if you know, you know. I wonder why you would be going to Chatham. Hey, there you go. Every king needs a queen. You're both in good company there, you see. Right, we have got 4 miles into Doncaster. Let me have a quick F2 right there before we do anything else. We'll just coast it for a little bit. We're not doing too bad. If you've been in from the start, well done. Every credit. It's been a long one so far. We've been going just under 2 hours we've been going. Let's get some brakes in. You better slow down. Doncaster's coming up. Yeah, I've seen it. It's all good. I'll try not to overshoot this time, though. And we could have a red in 3/4 of a mile. So I'll bring it right down. Yeah, thanks Wings and Things for coming in. Appreciate it. See you next time, buddy. Enjoy your trip. Sounds like a good one. Right, we got a green. We're good. We're all good. We're under the 35 that we need. And this is Doncaster. If you've been playing TSW, you know it quite well. Oh, that had me worried then. He just stuttered. Did you see that? We don't want it doing that when we're so close. You're at 47 over there. Been a few of those knocking about on this this run. Various places. Doors open. Yeah, it's Doncaster, not Oxenholme. I don't know. I nearly went through was it Grantham? I nearly went through. Doncaster hasn't been the same since the Deltics went. Yeah, we're not going to see one, unfortunately. Maybe one day. You crossed the footbridge to the training centre a couple of times. Oh, the guard's back. He's back. He's gone AWOL for a while. Right, we've got 70 out of Doncaster, and we're off to Wakefield Westgate. Just under 20 miles, and then we got Leeds. Dirty Leeds. Which is, of course, a reference to the football. Not the place. Put that to 70. Oh yeah, it did fail, yeah. There you go. It's skipping the X's as we've gone. That's a shame. I must have needed to be sort of bang on the money, I think. Right now, we're due in a minute early at Wakefield, so there's a thing. That'll all change by the time we get there, I'm sure. Right, we'll set that to 100. So we haven't got far to go. I think I said it, about 10 miles from Wakefield is Leeds. Yeah, PZB can be a little bit scary at first, but you'll stop a lot when you're learning it. But each time you stop, as long as you understand why, then you'll soon pick it up. Yeah, someone getting to 100k already. I think we're a while off that. You're just worried, Stace, that the Streamlabs is going to take over you in the ranking there. Right, so we're due in at 16:17. We've caught up another minute somehow. I don't know how that's happened in such a short space of time. I think Alan Thompson Sim are bringing out the Skipton branch as well. Not branch, the Skipton route. I saw him demo it a few months back. I don't know where that. I don't know if any of you know where that's up to. That's for TS Classic, by the way, because I do fancy getting that. Yorkshire's just reminded me. You got the algorithm down. Help me with it then. Give back. You haven't quite mastered PZB and LZB bit. Keep trying. Yeah. The LZB's not bad. I quite like the routes that have got the LZB. You can enjoy the drive a bit more. You don't have to do as much apart from the CFA once you're in the LZB, but you've obviously got to be prepared for the sequence when you come out of the LZB. But again, once you get used to it, it's the same each time. Yeah, Stacey, if you can work out the actual YouTube algorithm, let me know. I think it keeps changing all the time. It's hard to keep up with. I take 6 steps forward and then a few back. Looking at the analytics. Welcome in, Scotch. You've got like probably 20 miles left. But I'll give you a look at the 90 anyway. There you go. At least you've arrived. Does the notification not work? I know YouTube can be a bit funny with notifications, but click the bell. And if I schedule the live stream up front as well, which I normally try to, at least 24 hours before if I can. I think there's a notify button on the. If you go to the actual link, I think there's a notify button on there as well that you can press. I don't know if that's separate to the bell or whether that turns all notifications on or whether it's just for that stream. Not sure. YouTube changes the algorithm more times than I change mine. Yeah. So I'm on one of the. So I did one last year. I got invited to YouTube. YouTube invited me to a series of sessions over like 3 months where they. You know, show you best practice and all sorts of different bits and pieces you can do. I did it last year. It was quite good. I'm doing another one at the moment that they invited me to because they're invite only. So I thought I might as well do it. And they give you all these tips for promoting your videos, and it has, with me, it has worked a little bit. I keep getting, I try different things and I get little spikes. With views and subscribers and whatnot, so it definitely works. but it's not consistent. So I don't know. A lot of the algorithm. I don't know if you can ever master the algorithm. If you're popular, you'll be all right. But it's very difficult to understand because they don't tell you what the rules are. A lot of videos will tell you how to do it, but I don't even think they know. They only know from reading their own analytics about what's worked and what hasn't. What idiot would be there 24 hours before? Oh, I wonder who's commented 24 hours before on several occasions. Stace. You're gonna watch it back. Love the 90. Yeah. It's been a really good run actually. Quite enjoyed it. Right, we've got 6.5 to Wakefield. We'll have a look for Pete Edmonds' holiday place as we come in. Yeah. We'll spot it if we can. Your phone rebooted. And you're back. Welcome back. Right, 5 to go. Platform 2, Wakefield. Right, we'll take the power off and we'll coast it for a little bit. Go over the River Calder and the air navigation 3 miles out of Wakefield. Right, see if we can spot it. We're 3.3 at a minute. Just having a quick look. Do that, put step 1 in, move the mouse out of the way. Let's just save it. They need to be down to a 50, then a 35. So very Yorkshire-ish looking stations here. There's the 50 sign. So we're just about right. We've got 35, 25 into Wakefield. Yeah, I'm trying to remember now after we said. I don't know if I've been to Wakefield or not. It was the wrought iron bridge we went over, got you? Yeah. At least you can recognise where you are in this as well. Now, there's a 25, so that's good. Half a mile. Yeah, due in at 19, and it's saying we'll be in at 16:43. Here we go. This is Wakefield Westgate. Let's make sure we stop after coming in so slowly. That'll do us. Right, let's get the doors open. We'll just pop back inside for now. Right, we've got a couple of minutes before we need to leave, and then we're just going to Leeds after that, and that's us done. Yeah, it wasn't bad that, was it? When you look outside there. Not too bad at all, that one. And the back end is well in as well, which is good. Yeah, quite impressed with that one. Some cracking pubs in Wakefield. Caught 225s into Leeds for gigs. Yeah, I didn't realise it was so close actually, Wakefield to Leeds. What time are we actually due out of here? I got a tick for Doncaster anyway, so that's good. 16:20 we're due out, so we've got another couple of minutes before we need to go. Let's cancel that. I could put it in neutral, etc, etc while we're waiting, but I'm not going to bother. It's only a couple of minutes. Uh, 2 hours 21 we've been streaming, so thanks everybody for coming in, especially if you've been in since the beginning. Hope you've enjoyed the run so far. Sometimes set some of these epic runs and thinks that's a long time to stream that, you know, for one service, but actually I don't know about you guys, but I quite enjoy them. I quite enjoy these long runs. Quite good. Keep checking for the alarm. The alarm's going to get me. Don't call you out for being. You were there at the beginning though, weren't you? You were there right at the beginning, and then you nipped out. I think halfway through, didn't you? Or after about half an hour. You were definitely there at the beginning. Especially if you've been here from the beginning. I wasn't targeting you there, Scotch Egg. I know you'll watch the replay. Just keep pressing Q. Right. Andy lad, enjoy long runs. I can hear that leaving out there. Nice. No, it's Q. Q on this one. Yeah, it's still Q. Oh, there's the guide again. Right, let's do it. Take it out of full service. We got 25 coming out of here, so yeah, let's do that. Let's go. What does it want me to do? Does it want me to do that and do that? There you go. Sometimes it makes me drop the power and back on again. Now it's 20. I like all this overgrown stuff. It's like a small thing, but I like that in TSW as well. There's a lot of that on the Birmingham Crew route. You know, the old lines here, where it all gets overgrown. I quite like that kind of thing. Right, we got just under 10 to Leeds. Leeds, platform 8. To 75. Open about 10% to take up the slack, and then slowly increase while watching the emitters. Yeah, actually, yeah, I've not been doing that. I've just been whacking it up. Yeah, you're very right there. Over there, yeah. We're in the green at the minute. $85 once we clear it. Oh, you can't see them. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I'm just looking now. Yeah, you're right. I'm stuck over the top of them. Yeah, I was pointing at them, and you couldn't see them. Yeah, we're in the green. We're definitely in the green. Yeah, absolutely. Edge over Yorkshire. It's alright. It's alright. I mean, I went to York on my holidays this time, didn't I? That's harsh though, that, from Dave. he watches that much Lancashire train travel on this channel for him to say that he's the wrong side of the Pennines. I'll let him off. Just this once. Right, we've got just under 7 to go. We'll take the power off so we can set this to 75. I should have braked actually. I didn't realise putting the speed set down actually brakes it. It brakes the train. I didn't realise that. I thought I could set that to... I did it in the wrong order, didn't I? So I should have braked to the 75, then set the speed set, and then reapplied the power is the way I should have done it. Yeah, and I think the Yorkshire folk probably got the rough end of the stick there out of those two places. A tea and biscuits offence, yeah. Now steady on, Scotch. We've done alright so far. Less than 5 miles to go, so if we mess it up now, then, you know, I deserve everything that I get. Yeah, it's alright. If you find an holiday place you quite like, yeah, I'm like that. I can go back several times. We did that up at Loch Ness as well. We went up there a couple of times on a run. Quite enjoy it up there as well. The Highlands is a pretty nice place to go on holiday. No emergency brakes. No, we had a very, very slight overrun of one coach at Grantham. I blame the brakes. It's just the brakes are a bit squidgy there. Right, so this time I'm taking the power off. I'm going to brake to 60. I know I'm a bit early, but I'm just practicing. I'm going to brake to 60. And then I can reset the speed set to 60 and then reapply the power. So there we go. Take the brakes off. Put that to 60. Then reapply the power. That's how I was meant to do it before. However, we've only got 2.6 miles anyway into Leeds, so I'm just going to coast it because we've got 40 coming up. How thick is that book of excuses? Yeah. Actually, on a run that's this long, 190 miles, whatever it was, that's actually, you know, I personally don't consider that too bad an offence for this length of run. You had enough of Scotland after your ex-missus. Oh, God. What a shame to blame a whole country, a whole nation of people just because of your ex-missus. Right, let's get out for this 40, then a 25, then we're into Leeds, and then we're all done. But as I said, if we can get that patch out for Birmingham crew, then I think I'll try and be back on Wednesday, and we'll do a bit back on TSW. We'll go to we'll do Birmingham crew again, and we'll see what's changed. See if it's improved. I mean, I don't know if this is the patch or whether this is, you know, the first patch of a couple. I guess there's a fair bit to fix, so it might not be all in the first patch. Can't miss that. Not if I'll be saying Birmingham. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? No! It's got me, hasn't it? It's got me. It's got me. Right outside Leeds. I got sucked in by that train. How can you believe it? Oh, dearie, dearie, dearie me. Right, let's wait for the brakes to come off. It was going to get me, wasn't it? How many times did it nearly get me? And now he's going to beat me in, look. Yeah, okay, you're laughing at it. It was going to happen. It was going to happen. Yeah. I think that is set. That vigilance is set too quick. It seems to go off like twice as fast as it should. You can't look out the train. Honestly, you can do it like that, and then you've got to go straight back in. Now in TSW, you don't get that because you can hear the alarm from outside. So you know you can stay out as long as you want. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, it's doing it again, look. It wants to try and catch me now with both. We were doing so well. I don't consider that a fail anyway. Not personally. It was only a very small delay. Yeah, the old Transpennine livery. I don't think I've seen that. Oh, there's the pacer, look. There you go. Regional. I don't think I've seen that livery before. That's why I wanted to have a look at it. Is there a mod that lets you hear alarms? I don't think there is. There's another one. That's quite nice. I like that. Yeah, I don't think there is. There's the I mean, I've got the visual alarms on, and I need to stop here. Else we could have had a killer spad. Yeah, see the visual alarm up at the top. But then I still don't think it lets you acknowledge it from outside. You've got to get in. You still got to go back in to acknowledge it, I think. Oh, Caps, I bet he was saying red light, red light. I bet he was saying. I saw it. I bet that's what he put. And he did it in caps. He gets told off for warning me about the red. Right, let's get into Leeds. Northern Spirit. That's another nice livery. I quite like that one. You booked an Uber to get you to the gig. We're there now, we're there. Leeds platform 8. I mean, we failed the scenario anyway because we got the couple of X's at the stations. But it's still been a good run. There's the train on the right that caused all the trouble. So we'll stop at this red, and that's us done. 2 hours 38 we've been streaming. Good run, very good run. I enjoyed it. I've got the Harrogate loop as well. The Harrogate loop carries on beyond here. And I've got quite a lot of scenarios for that as well. Right, let's open the doors one last time. Take it out of forwards, and there you go. There is our Belgian livery 90. Solid 7 out of 10 runs, says Jason. It was a good run, that. It was only that last alarm that got us. Fond memories of Leeds. Used to hang around with a gang of 4 in the late 70s. Google them. Gang of 4, right. I will. I'll have a look. Great run, driver. That's you. Done for today. This set will form the 1705. Back to the cross. Scenario incomplete. There you go. I don't care. I enjoyed myself. I hope you've enjoyed yourself as well. Yeah, good run. We'll do some more soon in Tiers Classic. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll be back Wednesday, hopefully, with some TSW once we get this patch. But until then, enjoy yourselves. Take it easy. Thanks for coming in once again. Thanks, Elliot, for those super chats. Thanks, everyone else, for the support. See you soon. Take it easy. See you, guys.